In the sand, we often get buried lies, and this is a very difficult shot to control. But there are things we can do to improve our chances and to control the ball somewhat. We're obviously not going to spin the ball out of this lie. Our hope is to get it up and control somewhat where it rolls out. It's going to have zero spin. This ball is plugged on an uphill lie. Now what I'm going to do here is I cannot finish high because the club will not get fully underneath the ball. All I can do is drive it just behind the ball and have the club stick into the ground. So I have to keep leading with my hands. I cannot let the club pass again. But what I want to do is I want to stick it into the ground as such. So the arm and the club stay in a straight line. And I'm just driving it right behind the ball. I'm opening the face. My weight is forward because we're trying to keep the club underneath the ball. The ball will get out. We just have to drive the club underneath. What we don't want to do is blade it, have our weight back where the leading edge comes up. We have to keep the leading edge down. So my weight is forward. I'm leaning into the hill. I drive it in. And if you notice, the ball popped up. But look, my arm and club are still in a straight line. My hands continued, but it just stuck into the ground. It stayed ahead of the club. I didn't stop my hands and let the club pass. You cannot get out of a buried lie doing that. Here's another buried lie. Same thing, uphill lie. I'm going to drive my weight forward into the ground, into the hill, and same thing, driving my hands forward, leading ahead of the club head so that the club and the leading edge will never pass my arm. And the ball pops out, almost goes in. Now here we have a downhill lie. Obviously this ball is not going to get up as high and as soft. It's going to release a little bit more. I'm going to go to a further pin just to let the ball run out. If I had a tight pin, there's not much you can do. You just have to try to get it out. But it's the same principles as the lob shot combined with this buried lie. We have our weight forward and we are not going to finish real high. We're going to stick it into the ground with my hand staying ahead of the club. You cannot get any of this. You'll blade it. The leading edge will never get under this ball that's way down in the sand. So the weight is really forward, ball is forward, and I'm driving it straight down into the ground. I'm actually not hitting it that hard. I'm not going to take this full swing because the ball's going to come out with no spin, so I have to play for that. So I'm just going to take a little shorter backswing actually on this downhill lie and let the ball pop up. And then it runs out.